What up?
Yo, it is 1878 United Fan Zone post-match Arsenal versus United with my man Big Sam.
What's going on, guys?
Your thoughts on everything you saw for that 90 minutes?
A lot of thoughts. Honestly, I was thinking about this before I came on. I was like, the consensus that I've been seeing has been, I'll be happy with a draw, I'll be happy with a draw. And I've kind of unsubscribed to that mentality at this point. I think I'm growing a little bit restless, I'm patient.
Yeah.
But, I wanted to see a win. I thought a win was in reach, especially considering how the first half of the match went. And like we talked about, the goals that we let off were just critical errors, and they were just things that can and will, I think, ultimately be corrected. But it's a shame to see when, the game for such a long time is within reach.
Yeah.
So it pisses you off. I think he's still finding that solid core. I like the fact that everyone's kind of in rhythm as far as knowing where each other is. I think a part of the issue with the last few administrations have been, maybe if it translates on to the players, is that no one really knew where each other was. And that really wasn't the case here. It's just, that's, their communications are great.
Yeah, it's like whatever system Ruben's trying to implement, like a lot of the guys are getting it, would you say?
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing, like when you talk about people know, like players know where each other, where they are on the field.
I think the confidence in holding onto the ball and doing something with the ball is something that was lacking for a bit. That flair, that dance on the field, that, moving around and having a second come in and be comfortable enough to clean up the mess of the first was something that we were missing for a bit. It's still a little bit reserved, the play. I feel like the play is a little bit midfield and back.
You're talking about when we are attacking, it's
right?
Still a bit reserved.
Yeah, I mean there's a lack of attacking.
Yeah.
It's just everything kind of in the midfield area goes to a standstill and a stalemate. And it's, the mid needs to find a way to press to an attack, and they're having trouble doing that.
Yeah.
And, so one of the things that I was screaming out today was just get the ball in.
Yeah.
Just get the ball in. It doesn't matter if you've set up a clean shot or not. If you don't create a chance by having the ball in the box, then you'll never know if you can take that chance or not. So that's one of the things of my concern.
Yeah. Yep. I know the first half was solid. We were definitely in the game. Clean sheets by the end of the half, that was great.
Right.
But talk about the second half. Like ultimately, where did we lose? Besides the set pieces, obviously, like where did we lose it?
Yeah, I mean, Amani brought up a good point as far as the speed at which we decided to make a change. I think that's something that Ruben is also going to figure out, that if you can carry momentum on, I mean, provided in your first half, if you don't have anybody making an attempt on goal, I mean, your first reaction is going to be, let me bring on my attacking, side players, and that's what his aim was. But as always, whenever we go down one, or even if we're up one, we let the two guard down. So it's just like, you can't let that 1-0 situation falter you into not believing in yourself to turning the game around. We had the other games on simultaneously, and there were matches on where teams were down 1-0 and they ended up winning 3-2.
Yeah.
So it's like, why can they continue to have the mentality of being in the game and we just completely shut down? And I don't think this should have been a 2-0 game.
Right.
Especially with a team that, in an Arsenal team that did not seem like they deserved to be in third.
Well, pressure is definitely on them. They handled it well. They got the result they needed, that's for sure.
Right.
A lot for us to work with, back to the drawing board.
Right.
Who are we playing on Saturday?
This Saturday,
Yeah, I already forget. Forest, who
Forest.
just got smashed by City.
I mean, this
So-
should be a whack back. I mean, I think I don't love the turnaround, but if Ruben is that type of coach that's going to, really grill and get on top of the players, I think you wake up tomorrow morning, you shake off the loss.
Yeah.
I think you correct the things that you did wrong, which was obviously where the positions are in the set pieces, defensively, know how to mark, know how to communicate. I mean, just carry on what you were doing in the game while you're on a set piece.
And still work on improving that overall team mentality.
Absolutely.
Right? Because again, you want them like in sync on the attack.
Yeah, you want them zeroed in, and you want them to be fierce enough to be confident to just start shooting the ball towards the net.
And just like it's like don't be hesitant in that press because
Right.
like we're pressing so hard. It's
Right.
like when you're in the attack, it's like don't stop. Like keep the momentum going. Right. You just want them to like hesitate less.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can have confidence in the fact that you are a defensive team, that you are capable defensively. I think Onana is improving every single game. There were some great saves. I'm not going to falter him for anything that happened on this game because it was just a spacing thing, and I don't think that those were saves that he could have made at that moment.
Crowded, very crowded.
Yeah, he's not jumping out. He's not going too far out, doing his Italian style of defending anymore. And when you know your role as the lead goalkeeper, it starts there and it moves all the way forward.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time. Everyone can get back to work now. 2-0 Arsenal. A lot to work and build from. Not too disappointed in the result.
Better days
Obviously,
ahead.
Yeah,
Better
100%.
days ahead. Yeah.
So thanks for joining Big Sam, Big Cheese. This is 1878 United Fan Zone. Follow us on YouTube, smash that like, subscribe. We'll see you on the weekend for the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham.
Cheers!
Cheers.